Have you ever felt like life just keeps throwing punches, but somehow you're still standing? Well, today I'm going to tell you a story about a man named Arthur Penhaligon, who took that feeling to a whole new level. Arthur wasn't a superhero. He was a clockmaker in a small, quiet town, a man of routine and precision. But he had a peculiar problem. He couldn't seem to die. It started subtly. A nasty fall from a ladder while fixing the town's clock tower left him with nothing but a bruised ego. A few years later, a runaway carriage careened right towards him. People screamed, horses neighed in panic. But Arthur, frozen in the middle of the street, was miraculously missed by inches. The townsfolk called it a miracle. Arthur just called it a Tuesday. But the incidents kept coming, and they got stranger. A bout of the red fever that swept through the region left him as the only one in his ward to walk out, feeling perfectly fine. A bolt of lightning once struck the oak tree he was leaning against, charring it to a crisp while he didn't even feel a tingle. The townspeople started looking at him differently. Whispers followed him like his own shadow. He's blessed, some said. Cursed, others muttered. Arthur himself felt more like a spectator to his own life. He watched his friends grow old, their hair turning silver while his remained stubbornly brown. He attended their funerals, one by one, a solitary, unchanging figure in a sea of grieving faces. The joy of life began to feel muted, like a clock ticking in an empty room. What was the point of surviving if it meant being left all alone? He started taking risks, not out of a desire for thrills, but out of a desperate curiosity. He sailed into a storm that seasoned sailors wouldn't dare to face. His boat was smashed to splinters, but he washed ashore on a deserted island, hungry and tired, but completely unharmed. He climbed the highest, most treacherous mountain peak without any gear, surviving an avalanche by tumbling into a hidden cave. It seemed that no matter what he did, fate, or whatever it was, simply refused to let him go. This strange gift felt more and more like a cage. He had seen generations come and go. He had seen his town change from a quiet village to a bustling city. The world moved on, but Arthur Penhaligon remained. He was a living relic, a story his own town had forgotten the beginning of. One day, a young girl, the great-granddaughter of his childhood friend, came to his clock shop. She wasn't afraid of the whispers or the legends. She looked at him with wide, curious eyes and asked, "Is it true, Mr. Penhaligon? Are you going to live forever?" Arthur looked at the intricate gears of a clock he was repairing, each piece moving in perfect harmony, each with a purpose. He smiled a genuine smile that hadn't graced his face in a long, long time. "Forever is a long time," he said softly. "But maybe the secret isn't about how long you live, but what you do with the time you're given." He realized he had been so focused on the ending he couldn't get that he had forgotten to appreciate the journey. He had been a passive observer, waiting for a conclusion that never came. From that day on, Arthur changed. He stopped trying to cheat death and started embracing life. He used his vast experience to teach, to build, to help. He became the town's historian, its mentor, its living heart. He shared his stories, not as tales of a cursed man, but as lessons of resilience, of change, and of the enduring human spirit. He found joy not in grand adventures or near-death escapes, but in the simple act of connecting with people, of sharing a laugh, of fixing a child's broken toy. Arthur learned that being hard to die wasn't a curse, it was an opportunity to collect moments, to gather wisdom, and to pass it on. He became a beacon, a living testament to the idea that a life's value isn't measured by its length, but by its depth and the love you share along the way. He finally understood that his purpose wasn't to die, but to truly, fully live, for as long as he was given. So what do you think? Was Arthur's long life a gift or a curse? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching and spending this time with me. If you enjoyed this story, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more tales that make you think. Until next time, take care.